let's take a look at the solution for practice problem number 1. We begin by looking at the IP address that our network was assigned. That's this here, 203.121.138.0. And we need to get 5 subnets for our network. The first question was, how many bits do you need to borrow? In order to determine that, I put this chart in here. If we look at the chart, we can go across or look at the formula. Usable subnets, if we borrow 1 bit, we don't have any. Borrow 2, we have 2. Borrow 3, we have 6 usable subnets. 4, we have 14, and so on. Since we needed 5, if we go down here, we realize that we have enough plus 1 extra if we borrow 3 bits, because that'll give us 6. Now, even though the question didn't ask for extra, the lowest number of bits that we can possibly borrow is 3. So the answer to how many bits we need to borrow is 3. Once we know we need to borrow 3 bits, we need to determine what our subnet mask will be. In order to do so, realize that this first bit, this second bit, and this third bit will all be used for our subnetting addresses. This will be part of the subnet mask. We would have a 1 here, a 1 here, and a 1 here. So therefore we have 1, which is 128, 1, which is 64, and another 1, which is 32. This adds up to 224. Since our address is a Class C address, it's going to have the default subnet mask of 255.255.255.0. We take this 224 that we just calculated and we put it onto the end of that on our last octet, and this will give us our custom subnet mask. The next step we need to look at is our subnet ranges as well as the broadcast addresses. Remember, we borrowed 3 bits. The rule of thumb for calculating what your subnets are going to be is to take the last bit that was borrowed and increase your subnets by that value. So if we look here, we'll notice we don't have anything as a 0 because we've lost the 0. We always lose the bottom as well as the top. Everything's going to increase by 32s. We look at our ranges. Since this is actually assigned to the network itself, the subnetwork, or as Cisco would put it, the wire, the first range address that we're going to be able to assign to a computer is going to be 33. It's going to go up to 62. We've lost 63 to broadcast because if we plug the 63 in there, it's going to be all 1s under our subnet, and our computers are going to say, oh, it's a broadcast message, and it'll go to everybody. Same down here. We've got our subnet address, our ranges, our broadcast, subnet, ranges, broadcast, subnet, ranges, broadcast, and so on.